Okay. Um, I wanted to give a post-surgery update. So I'm a few days past surgery and it's a lot going on. So the first thing that happened, I'm just trying to remember post-surgery. I wouldn't wake up from anesthesia, but the weird thing is I could completely hear them trying to wake me up. But I wouldn't come out from under the anesthesia. I heard the nurses talking. I heard them trying to wake me up. At one point, I heard a nurse say, "I guess I'm just going to call the babysitter and tell them at this point she might as well just put the kids' pajamas on." Now, once I was out from under anesthesia and thought about that, I'm like, "Oh dang, she probably has to pay her babysitter extra money and all of that stuff." But it was a weird dynamic because I've been under general anesthesia before, and I've never heard them talking to me and didn't wake up. So I heard them, I could process what they were saying, but I didn't wake up. So when I did finally wake up, there were two nurses in the room and my sister was in the room, and she's like, "We have to go. They closed at 5. It's 6:37. It's dark. The janitors are here mopping the floor, and these are the last two people left here. The lights are out. We've got to go." And she said, and I was like, "Okay." And I said, "But okay, I'm trying to move, but I just had major surgery, so I wasn't moving very quickly." And I was like, "I can't just rush." And she said, "Well, I came in here a while ago. They called me back here to try to help wake you up. And you opened your eyes." She was talking, my sister was talking to me, and she said, "You opened your eyes, you looked at me," because I was tapping your foot, "and you very angrily said, 'Stop touching me, you're hurting me.'" Now that's Amber's version of things, and she's still a little salty about that whole mushroom video and me, dragging her about her cooking and food and all of that stuff. So take that with a grain of salt, but that's her version. That's what she said, I said. But I don't have any independent witnesses to verify that. But so the first day when I got home from surgery, I was on fire. The pain was real. And but the post-surgery nurses told my sister, let me back up, the plastic surgeon that called in several prescriptions for me like 2 weeks before surgery picked them up a week before. One of them was oxycodone, the good drug for pain. But the post-surgical nurse told my sister I couldn't take the oxycodone for 96 hours. That's 4 days, y'all. I couldn't take it because of the anesthesia I got. Something about the nerve block that I got had a slow releasing numbing agent to my chest, some numbing medicine, and so I couldn't, and it would release for 96 days, so I couldn't take that oxycodone on top of this. And they said I had to keep this bracelet on in case I had to go to the hospital or needed medical attention, so that they would know that I had this particular nerve block. Anyway, so that night of surgery, I was in a lot of pain, and the next day, a lot of pain, and it was not really bearable. I guess it was because I did it, but that evening I called the plastic surgeon. I had him paged the next evening, and he called right away. And when I told him, I said, "I'm calling about this medicine because post-surgical nurses told my sister I couldn't take the oxycodone because of this nerve block." And he was mortified. I actually felt better that the plastic surgeon was mortified that I had been told that, because it sounded crazy to me. But he just kept apologizing profusely and saying that was horrible and I should never have been told that, and that that's why he prescribed it. And of course he wants me to take it. Like, he doesn't want me to be in the kind of pain that this kind of surgery would cause. And so he said, "What have you been doing for pain?" And I said, "Extra strength Tylenol and Motrin." And he was just beside himself. He was like, that won't help." And I was like, "Clearly." So he released, he gave me not only did he say it was okay, insisted, "Start taking the oxycodone, and from here on out, you follow my orders. And if you get any conflicting information, in when you have conflicting information, follow my orders. If you have any questions, have me paged anytime. I'm here, and I don't want you in any pain. Side note, I'm not getting ready to dwell on this or go into it. Maybe it's a video for another day. Maybe I'll think more deeply about it. But it did raise for me, medical racism, and how research shows that oftentimes people of color, in particular Black folks, our pain is not believed and we are not prescribed the right pain medicine and dosage. Now, that's not this situation exactly. I was prescribed it, but my sister got clear instructions that I was not to take it. And we're trying to figure out, by post-surgical nurses, we're trying to figure out how nurses who would know or should know the level of pain that I would be in, why they would say that. And it clearly wasn't the doctor's orders. But at any rate, I'm not going to dwell on that. So that was what was happening the first couple of days. I took the oxycodone for a couple of days. I did not want to take it any more than I needed to because it's a narcotic. But I did take it when I needed it. And so yesterday I didn't have any at all. And haven't had any today, but I am going to take some tonight. And why am I taking oxycodone tonight? Because today was the day. Two things happened. One, let me talk about the first one. I showered today instead of just washing up. So that showering, just the act of being up out of this recliner, this nifty recliner, which I love. I ordered it from the medical supply store. I'm renting it, and it reclines and it lifts me to almost a standing position. So I love this chair. But the act of, and I have been out, I've gone out in the cul-de-sac and walked the cul-de-sac because they wanted me up walking to, so that I didn't get blood clots. But the act of showering, I was so exhausted when I finished showering. The getting undressed, the getting in, the showering, the getting out, the drying off, all of that just took a lot out of me, and it also caused a lot of pain. Now, I hadn't had to take oxycodone because I wasn't in pain. I was just uncomfortable, and so I was managing the discomfort with extra strength Tylenol and Motrin. But now I was back to pain this evening after the shower, and my back hurts. And although I'm supposed to be lifting my arms every day, I thought I was doing what I needed to do by doing this, but taking a shower and trying to extend my arms all the way up to shower was hard. And so anyway, the level of pain that I have now, as soon as I eat dinner and have some food on my stomach, I'm going to take the oxycodone, and then I'll probably be going to sleep. So I want to, this is all about lessons learned from cancer and expect the unexpected. I'm going to share with you what, because I have drains in, and so I'll show you the drains. The drains are sutured into me. There's one coming out this side and one coming out this side. And this is what they look like. And they get emptied, whenever. My sister, does it a few times a day. And once I've had the drains in for at least a week, which will be, it's been 5 days, so that will be in 2 days. And the total drainage is less than 30 cc's for 2 24-hour consecutive periods of time, then I can call the plastic surgeon and they'll get me in to remove the drains. The drains are uncomfortable, and I've got to be careful about not pulling the cords that are the long cords that run and are coming out of each side of me. So there's that to deal with. But I also, because I showered for the first time and my sister unwrapped the ACE bandages, first of all, I just took a shower in the ACE bandages. Just, they're coming off. I'll just get them wet. It's fine. But once I was out of the shower and she unwrapped the ACE bandages, I told her to look first to let me know whether I want to look. And her reaction was like She just kept tilting her head further and further, going, wow, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I'm not even sure where to start. And so she was like, what I'll say to you is they're not done yet. They need to bake some more. So anyway, I was like, okay, I don't think I want to see, I don't know how I'm gonna avoid this while we with the bandages off, I have to stay in a compressed, like, I have on a sports bra that zips up the front so that there's still compression. But she just put the mirror in front of me, so I saw. And I don't even know how to describe it. I look like I've been mauled. That's what I look like. I look like I still need plastic surgery. So, I don't know, that's phone ringing or something. But I feel like I look like I still need plastic surgery from the plastic surgery. It looks like a bear mauled me. And there's a lot going on and a lot of incisions. So, at any rate, that's my post-surgical. This is the first video post-surgical. I'll come back with more, but that's going on. The lesson for coping with cancer at this time is really to expect the unexpected and don't be surprised. That's it. Thanks, guys. Bye.